Tell him I'll catch him later. Fired on your motherfucking brother, chipped his motherfucking tooth, he fell to the ground, get up running, and take off running. And the rest of y'all ran. That's the end of that. So a chomo ass motherfucker don't get to putting off stories and you know the truth. But at the end of the day, that's like weirdo shit. I'm more important about, if I'm gonna be talking where, number one, I'm in prison. I'm doing motherfucking time. Since I'm doing time, you know, I feel I can give back anywhere I can. The second thing, don't speak on my mother. Reg, you know, and one thing about my family, I come from a big-ass family. My bitches got money. Shit, I could have sold one car. My mother had money before she passed away. And jewelry. So when somebody say they want to help out and pay for a funeral and contribute, nobody don't ask them the next motherfucker. If they volunteer, oh well, because a lot of motherfuckers calling saying, what could they do? So, Whack, we ain't going to get into all that bullshit you talking. You know, we ain't going to get into no pissing contest. We already know the real on that shit.
So you saying you ain't got the money to bury your mother? He like I'm a little short. How short? He like I'm tapped out.
Secondly, but at the same time, I ain't finna argue with you. When I get there, I get there.
My company, Fifth Amendment Entertainment, paid for his mother's funeral, which is me.
But at the end of the day, don't sit there and lie and say I rolled up off some motherfucking yard and I couldn't be on the line. That ain't true. Motherfucker check my C-files, anything and everything about me. One thing about it, my being a high notoriety and high profile person, it seems they put certain people on certain yards. It's actually easier on the line for me than being on this yard. I refused when I first got here, so I was in a hole. But I'm not gonna stay in a hole where you locked up 23 hours a day. You can't get no radio, can't have no TV, can't have no fan, can't have no hot pot, can't get no taxes, you only can spend a little money on canteen, can't really get canteen. Well, I want to torture my motherfucking self every day for, which I had nothing to prove. And you want to be this big bad motherfucker pound on your chest? One of your homeboys on the same yard. At the same time, he had to get lifted in a helicopter. He got stabbed too many times. He damn near died. Still ain't the same. But it's not here or there pointing the finger at motherfuckers. I think the most important thing that we all need to understand is that if you got a platform to speak on something, either we can do some good and help each other, or we can keep the motherfucking bottom of the barrel. I came from where it started from day one, where it was hard to be in this industry. We were to the point where I'm the first one told people about your masters. When I was telling people about masters, they said, what is that? I ain't no slave. People didn't even know what it was to own your masters too. I made sure I owned my masters. At the same time, when I got in this business, rap music, hip-hop, whatever you want to call it, was getting 5% radio play. If they got 10%, they was popping champagne bottles. They said that wouldn't happen. I went from 95% of my stuff on the radio, either on Death Row or somebody I was managing, to 97% on the radio was my shit. So that's history. But at the same time, Dave, these new motherfuckers are some bad motherfuckers, and I appreciate them.
You know, like we've been talking about, this podcast business is going crazy. Podcast is like the next form of media that's going to take over. And so as you know, a couple of years ago, I decided to create Breakbeat as the first hip hop podcast network. And what I'm seeing is an opportunity to build a platform for hip hop, something similar to what The Source did back in the day, where The Source was the Bible of hip hop. The Source provided a space. Yeah. We provided a space where the truth could be told from our perspective, from our culture in an authentic way. I was able to help bring hip-hop from that underground place that we were in more into the mainstream, but still keep the authenticity there. And I think over the years, a lot of that has been lost as the media has changed. Obviously, magazines have gone, by the wayside, and now you got all, from the internet to social media to everything that's going on today. So to me, there's a void, there's a need for us to build a platform that can represent the hip hop community across the generations, because one of the things they've done is divided us, the younger and the older sides of hip hop. They pitted us against each other with the narratives, this mumble rap isn't real hip hop, and back and forth. But we got way more in common. Even if somebody that's 50 years old don't necessarily like the music that's being made today, hip hop is a culture. It's a mindset, the way we think, the way we feel, the way we experience what's going on in this world. We have so much more in common. So that's why I'm trying to build Breakbeat. We're off to a great start with people like Don't Call Me White Girl, and Bill Bellamy, and Funny Marco, Bubba Dub, and Chris with Trappin' Anonymous. And we're going to take it to a whole nother level now with me and you getting together to build this Collect Calls platform, man. So I think this is going to be, historic and important, man. So I really appreciate you,
Hey, Dave, I'm happy you saying that, because one person or one group is not bigger than hip-hop.
Right.
Or they all hip-hop. Hip-hop is everyone. And we had some incredible times, and we did what we did, late 80s, the 90s, early 2000s, right? But you still got people still in the game doing well, and they deserve their cigars, It's just like NBA Youngboy. Man, I like that little young motherfucker. He deserves his cigar. He talks shit about that life. He marched to his own motherfucking beat,
Yeah.
And then when you look at it, even Drake, he going out, he's selling out at his concerts and shit, which is a big plus. But I think the industry is controlled by the baddest bitches in the world. The females got that shit on lock. And when you look at the women, they came such a long way, and they're really, really strong. They're not in the shadows of a man. They leading the way. I think Cardi B is incredible. That's probably one of the biggest stars in the industry, and a great businesswoman that leads the way. Then when you look at it, shit, those cats.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
She's such a big ass star. There's nothing she can't do and be successful with it. And when you talk about the R&B tip, I don't know these people personally, but at the same time, Summer Walker and Lizzo, and the other girl who did the song with Doja Cat, SZA or whatever, right?
Just
Yeah, she bad. These women going out there and they making it happen. And the young ones, man, it's like not knocking our time, but these young motherfuckers is coming in owning what the fuck they want to do. Not only is they owning what the fuck they want to do, they looking like runway models, Shit, back in the day, you see some R&B singers, and there was women or R&B rappers, not knocking them, and don't shoot me, you know what I'm saying, ball, strike a strike. But